Something towards that, I can't remember by head.
So you could not tell who had sent the message?
That is correct.
Nor could you tell who that message had been sent to?
That is correct, Chair.
But you said, if I understood you correctly, you said just now, you said you read.
Yeah, I was just trying to read to make sense.
Yes.
But
can you tell in clearer terms what you read?
It was what I read. It was a line was saying, if you disband the PKTTs, I can't remember the other ways that followed, because he was showing me, he was talking and telling me, did you see here? He's saying.
And you say the messages were attributed to General Mkhwanazi. Was it Mr. Adams who attributed the messages to General Mkhwanazi?
That is correct, Chair.
So he said, here's a message that came from General Mkhwanazi.
That is correct, Chair.
And what did he say regarding the forwarding? What exactly did Mr. Adams say?
So regarding the forwarding,
yes,
he seemed to be saying that he got the message from the Chief of Staff, Mr. Ngavindi.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Thank you.
We maybe deal with the 6 January affidavit so that we don't have to come back to it. The three of you are in Cape Town, and I'm assuming all three of you are interviewing Mr. Adams.
That is correct, Commissioner.
All of you are asking him questions.
That is correct, Commissioner.
And then who was typing the affidavits?
Chief Perumal was doing the typing, Commissioner.
Was doing the typing. And how did you end up being the one commissioning the affidavits? Was there a discussion about that?
There was no discussion about that, but as a lead investigator on the matter, I just assumed that it's me who was supposed to commission the affidavits.
And there was no objection from the other two?
There was no objection.
Where was your stamp? Why did you not stamp this affidavits?
I don't carry stamps, Commissioner.
And the three of you, did none of you have stamps with them?
No, we didn't have the stamp, Commissioner.
And nobody even raised that as an issue?
No, it's not an issue.
Who has the stamp? You know, the three of us here.
No, it was never mentioned.
We would say, do you have a green pen? And Chair would
have
a green pen, and that's how we would deal with it.
No, Chair. There was no stamp.
Curious to understand, how did that process unfold of you ending up commissioning the affidavit? You see, he has a green pen with him. So when we need a green pen, we will confer and say who has a green pen, because we want to mark something. But I'm interested to know the process that led to you commissioning the affidavits. And what did you do with them afterwards? Did you give them to Chief Perumal, the affidavits?
The process of commissioning, I'm just going to put it from the knowledge that I know. Mr. Perumal is not a person that will want to put his signature or name in any document. From what I know is, even if you write in your affidavit and you mention him, he is going to fight with you. He doesn't want to be put on any affidavit. He doesn't want to be named at anything. But operationally, he leads everything. So I just assumed that because I'm the lead on this, I have to commission.
After you commissioned these affidavits,
yes,
what did you do with them?
I provided the affidavits to him.
You gave them to Chief Perumal?
That is correct.
And then the three of you flew back to Johannesburg. What happened?
So when we flew back, then I can't remember at what point did they come back to me, because remember I have to record in the docket that I'm filing this affidavit in the docket, which I did.
No, I'm more interested in, you are done with the interview, you are in
Yes.
Cape Town, you are now coming back to Johannesburg. Did the three of you fly to Johannesburg together?
No, I think the two of us, I advocated myself, we flew back, then he flew back to East London.
Yes. Where I'm leading to is, was there a time during the 6th when Chief Perumal was alone with Mr. Adams and the two of you, being you and Advocate Ramsamy, were not there?
Yeah, there is a possibility that we were not together at all the times.
On the 6th?
On the 6th, yes.
And then while Mr. Adams was there, because it may be that you are not together at the same time, but Mr. Adams is also nowhere around. During the period when Mr. Adams is around,
No, I missed the question.
yes, was there an occasion or a moment when the two of you were somewhere else and Mr. Perumal was alone with Mr. Adams?
No, that never occurred.
After your meeting where you took the supplementary affidavit, was there an arrangement perhaps to meet again on the same day with Mr. Adams by any one of you? That was made in your presence?
No, Chair and Commissioners, there was no arrangement.
Did you sleep in Cape Town that day and come back the following day, or did you come back on the same day,
No, we came the following day.
the 7th of January?
That is correct, Chair.
Thank you.
Mr. Raphesu, you indicated in your exchange with the commissioners that you needed to then record the interview and the affidavits and put that into the docket.
That is correct.
I know you've given us a portion of an investigation diary where you do that as an example. If you can go to page 40 of your annexures.
Which table flag, Ms. Bowen?
My apologies, Chair, it's MRR 5.
Thank you.
You will see there at the beginning, is that the entry that you did post after your consultation with Mr. Adams?
That is correct, Chair.
And if Mr. Perumal did an affidavit, would it also be recorded in this diary, if it were possible that he did?
That was supposed to be recorded, Chair.
And then, just for completeness, at paragraph 40, you note there that after the consultation, you took 4 supplementaries.
That is correct, Chair.
And
Ms. Bo, he said something about the docket. Can you just, did you put the supplementaries in the docket?
Yes, I put the supplementaries in the docket.
Was that on the 7th,
Yes, that will be on the next day.
on the next day?
Yes.
And then were there any other affidavits in the dockets besides the ones that you commissioned?
No, Chair.
at paragraph 40, you indicate that there's a matter of serious concern that you saw, including that there's A1. There's since been an A1 affidavit in the Mokwele matter that purports to have been commissioned on the 6th of January. You see that?
That is correct.
Can you, in sum, just explain what your concern is there?
So my concern is on the day in question, there were only 4 supplementary affidavits that were obtained. And if that purported A1 is indicated that was obtained on that day, on the 6th, it was not obtained in my presence. So I'm basically also indicating that if there is a possibility that it was obtained on that day, well, I can't dispute that, but it was obtained not in my presence. I also indicate that the information that Mr. Fadiel Adams provided to us on that day, he never said anything about what was contained in that A1. And it could not be that it was obtained on that day because that information was not readily available at that time.
And just for completeness, if you can go to file 9 at page 3483. Are you there?
I'm there, Commissioners.
Is that the affidavit, at least one of the affidavits that were concerning to you? If you look at the affidavit, if you go to page 3484, you'll see there that it's dated 6 January, by Mr. Paramore, and it includes his stamp.
Yes, this is the affidavit that I was indicating that I'm concerned with. And just to put it clear, I don't know this affidavit, and I've never seen it until it was presented here.
All right, thank you. And then just to just clarify with you, you didn't see the disclosed dockets?
No, I didn't see the disclosed docket.
Because by then you were already removed from the matter? That would have been...
That is correct.
All right, thank you.
On that, ordinarily, these supplementary affidavits, you say you put them in the docket, would they have been, and it may be an obvious question or has an obvious answer, but I would like to get it on record. These supplementary affidavits that you put in the docket, would they be part of what gets disclosed to the accused in the process of the process in court?
That should be the way you have put it, Commissioner.
So if all was done properly, or if proper disclosure was made, when we look at the docket that is presently sitting with the accused, we should find your supplementary affidavits in there.
That is correct, Commissioner.
Okay.
The question I asked you earlier about what you put in the dockets, the affidavits that you commissioned, if they were not in the dockets when the dockets were shared with the accused, that can only mean that somebody swapped the affidavits that you commissioned for the affidavit that Advocate Poe is showing you now.
That is correct, Chair. Not only swapping, it can also be that the others were hidden so that they cannot be, so it can either be.
In fact, it seems to me that, and please comment and tell me if I'm correct, that even if there were a legitimate or a proper explanation for the Perumal affidavits, I'm going to call them the Perumal affidavits, a proper and full disclosure would mean both his affidavits and your supplementary affidavits have to be disclosed.
That is
because
correct.
They are all part of the docket.
That is correct, Commissioner.
I'm correct with that. Thank you.
Even if, or let me just put it like this, because there was already an A1 The reason for us to go there was to obtain a supplementary. Even if there was a statement that was supposed to be obtained by Mr. Perumal that day, it was supposed to be marked as supplementary also because it's supplementing something. It cannot be that it's just an A1 without any mention of supplementary or what.
Now, in this interview with Mr. Adams, and I just want to use as an example one of the your supplementary statements. So the one at 3493. 3493. And that's your supplementary affidavit which deals with the allegations about the PKTT.
That is correct.
And the use of the Secret Service funds, right?
That is correct, Commissioner.
Okay. So you have not seen the original the 27 affidavit which speaks about the PKTT. You hadn't seen it at this time. No, as far as Mr. Perumal and Ms. Johnson are concerned, you've never seen that affidavit when you meet with Mr. Adams, right?
Thank you, Commissioner, yes.
Okay. But you are now in a meeting with the complainant in the presence of Mr. Perumal. What do you do? Do you say to him, what do you have to tell us about the political killing system? How did you manage that? And did Mr. Perumal not stop you? Did he sit quietly as you are talking about the PKTT with this complainant?
The witness just volunteered the information. And from what I was gathering, when Mr. Perumal was trying to interject or maybe say something, he was just pushing him. It looked like maybe they fought about something because he didn't even want to entertain him. So the witness just volunteered this information and we put it exactly as he was saying.
Yes.
And now this information now is now corroborating what I've explained already that I saw on the 27th, because he was explaining the same information and on the same sequence.
Okay, so when he volunteered, as you say, and again, I'm using this PKTT as an example, the others as well, your supplementary statements that speak about Madondo, the forklift, my question applies to them as well. So when he speaks about the PKTT, he didn't express any surprise. Why are we talking about the PKTT? Because I never said anything about the PKTT.
Not at all.
There was no issue.
There was no issue.
So when you take his supplementary, you understood from that interaction that he knows he's building on the section 27.
That is correct,
he spoke
Chair.
about these various topics.
That is correct, Chair.
Okay.
So just to indicate further, the same name of Dlamini also came up.
Yes.
And I also informed him that I know Dlamini.
Yes.
So we had a small conversation about it, but we left it at that.
And Chief Perumal didn't say, but we are here to talk about Mukwele. Why is he talking about these?
No, he never said anything.
Right. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Brown.
Just to complete your point about the Cape Town Pretoria affidavits commissioned by Chief Perumal, you said they too should have been named supplementary affidavits. May I take you to page 3483? That's one of Chief Perumal's affidavits, or rather affidavits commissioned by him. You see there between the tram lines at the top of 3483, there it says affidavit. An affidavit is not preceded by supplementary.
That is correct, Chair. I confirm that.
Yes, whereas if you compare it with the affidavit at 3485, which was commissioned by you, there you do have supplementary before affidavit.
That is correct, Chair. I confirm that, Chair.
All right, thank you.
And then, Chair, to make one last point on this